Every day, a ton of new AI tools appear, and honestly, many of them are just wasting our time. There are many free ones, and many that aren't, but among the free ones, I've spent the last 10 days researching the most interesting ones. The list I'm about to show you will surprise you, and there might even be some you've never heard of, so pay close attention. Hi, I'm Chris. For those who don't know me, this channel is a place where we share both free and paid AI tools. We're going to explore and learn much more about AI together, so don't miss any videos. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And today we're going to review the 10 free AI tools that I like the most, ranking them from best to worst, or rather, from my favorite to my least favorite. So pay close attention. There are tons of new AI tools out there, and honestly, a lot of them are just wasting our time. There are many free ones and many that aren't, but among the free ones, over the last 10 days, I've been researching the most interesting ones. You're going to be surprised by the ones I'm going to show you, and maybe there are some you already know, so pay close attention. This is a channel where we share both free and paid AI tools, and we're going to explore and learn much more about AI together, so don't miss any videos, especially subscribe so you don't miss out. And today we're going to review the 10 free AI tools that I like the most, ranking them from best to worst, or rather, from my favorite to my least favorite. So pay close attention. Let's get started. We'll go from number 10 to number 1 to make it a bit more exciting. So let's begin with number 10. I'm going to put it up here on the screen so you can see it, in case it looks familiar. This application is one of the most native ones, okay? I mean, it's one of the very first ones. In fact, it even says so right there. It's Copy.ai, and what I can tell you about this app is that it promised a lot. It really made a name for itself at the beginning. And it does have a free version, but once you start using it, you begin to see that it has a lot of limitations. So what I want to say with this is that at first, it seemed like something we were going to use a lot because it was one of the first to come out and the one people started talking about the most. But once you get in, you start to see limitations everywhere. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd give it a 4. At number 9, we have an app that you might have also heard something about, which I'm going to put up here on the screen for you. This app is also one of those that has been somewhat forgotten. It's a tool that hasn't convinced me at all. I mean, I haven't seen anything noteworthy about it. It works, yes, but I think there are much better alternatives, so I would leave it behind. If I have to give it a score, I would give it a 5 out of 10 since it doesn't have anything that better versions don't already offer. In 8th place, we have Canva. Canva, I think, let's put it here, is an app that many of us know, especially because it's used a lot in schools and many children use it. Let's bring it up here so you can see it, okay? It's an app that's widely used in schools because it's very easy, very intuitive, and kids use it a lot. I think it's one of the most popular ones. It has very simple artificial intelligence features, as I mentioned, for creating designs, social media posts, posters, and assignments. I think this app is really worth it, and honestly, it's very intuitive for student children. So for this particular app, this tool, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I recommend it. Above all, well, in fact, you can see at the top that it says business and education plans. There are several guides to help you do many things, so I really do recommend this tool. At number 7, we have Gamma with 2 M's. You're going to see it here on the desktop, where I'm going to show it to you. I would say that if you've ever had to use a presentation, if you've ever had to make a presentation and honestly didn't know where to start, this is your tool. You just write your idea and it generates the whole thing for you from start to finish. I think it's an easy and simple tool. It's very visual, and for work, whether it's school assignments, your own job, or a presentation you want to give, I think this app, this tool fits perfectly. Okay, so what rating would I give this one? I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I find it very interesting. And now let's move on to number 6. I'm sure you've heard a lot about this tool in recent days, which is Claude. I think Claude has come to replace ChatGPT, and it's really delivering very, very good results. Honestly, ever since I discovered it, I've been recommending it a lot. I'm going to show you here. I'll put it on the desktop. The truth is, it has an interface very similar to ChatGPT, and I would say that this one stands out, especially when you're working with text, long text. If you frequently work with complex documents or find that you need very well structured and detailed answers, I truly think it's a really great work tool that consistently delivers excellent results for your needs. I'm very happy with it. I recommend it 100%, and I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. At number 5, we have 11 Labs. This tool is going to leave you speechless. Let me show you. It allows you to generate incredibly realistic voices from a text. The quality is so good that it's often hard to tell whether the voice is real or generated by AI. So I give this application a 9 out of 10. In fourth place, we have Huygen. If you like making videos, let me show you this app right here. This tool could be a real game changer. It allows you to translate videos into other languages with the voice and even synchronizes lip movements. It's absolutely insane. I highly recommend it to you all. Also a 9 out of 10. In third place, we have, well, I have to mention Perplexity, which is a fusion of ChatGPT and Google. Let me show it to you. The best part is that it searches for information. It's up to date and also shows the sources so you can check everything it says to see if it's real or not, allowing you to research much faster. I think it's one of the most reliable tools I've found, honestly. Well, as you can see, the interface is very similar to ChatGPT's. I also give it a 9.5 because everything I've searched for has really given me the correct information without any mistakes, so I would highly recommend this one as well. In second place is one of my favorites, which is ChatGPT. Who doesn't know ChatGPT? You probably know it or have heard about it, or someone has explained it to you or told you about it, because I think it's one of the most popular ones right now. I'm going to show it to you because I think you know which one it is, but okay, here. I'm going to show it to you. Many of them have the same format, okay? But honestly, I think that if you're not using this one, you're really missing out a lot. Let's put it this way. It's one of my favorites. We're going to dive deeper into many things with this tool in upcoming videos, since I use it a lot, both for designing a room in the house, for making a dress I want to buy, and for trying things out. I use it for so many things that I think we're going to get a lot out of it from now on, a lot of value, like getting really wise things out of it. And what can I say? It's great for generating ideas, planning projects, writing texts, learning new things, and so much more. I give it a 10 out of 10, one of my favorites. But don't miss number 1. And now we've reached number 1. I can tell you that you probably haven't heard about this app yet, even today, because it's newer, but I think it's going to make a big impact. The app, look, it apparently looks like all the others. It's called Notebook LM. It may not be the most famous tool, but it's definitely one of the ones that has surprised me the most out of the whole list. What's amazing to highlight is that you can upload PDFs, notes, even web pages, and the AI analyzes them to answer your questions, summarize information, or help you understand complex topics. And it doesn't have the errors that I've seen in ChatGPT. I think it's more fine-tuned for that purpose. What really impressed me is that you can turn all that information into a podcast with a voice that sounds genuinely real. I mean, I find this incredible. And it's like having a personal assistant who knows a lot about you. In terms of usefulness, ease, and practicality, I think it's a really great tool. I have a lot of faith in it. So it gets a 10 out of 10 from me, and that's why it's in first place. I hope this top 10 has been really enjoyable for you, that you'll please subscribe and leave a like so I can keep making more videos, and leave in the comments what you like the most. In conclusion, what I want to say is that every week new AI tools are coming out, so I think we'd never finish covering them all. That's why I want to know your opinion about which ones you like the most from the ones I mentioned, or if there's any I didn't mention that you think should be highlighted. And simply, I'll see you in the next video about AI, and above all, if there's any topic we can work on and explore further, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in another video.